Hello, for this video, I just want to talk about the interest factor. Like, what is it that keeps a game interesting? Now, I talked a lot about great games, games that I love, games that I hold to that greatness status. There are a ton of games. What you see now, that's just a fraction of the great games that I have. But again, like when I say these are great games, again, it's based on my opinion, right? And based on what I played, and it's usually in comparison to the other games, to the you know good, mediocre, or bad games. Like these games, like there are certain games with this interest factor. Like, share, subscribe, please. Subscribe button mark is here. Continue to comment. Comment down below for feedback. So there has to be something about a game to keep it interesting for me to rank it high. Like I at the end of the day, it's all about having fun in these video games. The immersion, or there has to be something that keeps you interested in the game. Otherwise, for me now, like I don't have much time to play games. So if I play a game for 1 hour, and if I don't enjoy it, I'll put on the game, and I'll come back to it. I'm most likely. But for games that are interesting, like there's something that keeps you interested. I could play it for hours and hours, and you basically lose track of time. There's that thing where you can play it straight on, and you're just losing track of time, and you don't even notice because you're having so much fun. So that's it. Keeps you interested, and replayability as well. You can replay the game so many times, and these are my PS4 games. I want to show more after, but there has to be something that keeps you interested, like in these games. Red Dead 2 is the immersion. Need for Speed Hoppers 2 suit, the lots of content. Skyrim, lots of content. The amount of content, and there's so many layers of powers that you can have. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. It's a realism, the attention to detail in the mechanics of the game. Very well done. I really love it. I really love it. Spider-Man PS4, right? In my opinion, it's the best on-screen Spider-Man, like adaptation of Spider-Man. Peter Parker, just the world, the challenges and the story. So it has to be something in the game that keeps you interested. There has to be, like for me. Otherwise, the game is just feels mediocre and bland, and it's gonna be a lower tier game. Like I'm gonna one day rank, like I'm gonna redo my PS3 rank. So I'm gonna rank all my PS3 games in their own rank, right? So and I'm gonna see what I'm talking about, in terms of interest factor. Story. So a part of, like, in my opinion, a big part of the interest factor is the story, because the story is what adds meaning and purpose to the overall experience, right? Red Dead 2, great. Great story, like tons of morally great characters, like characters that aren't good. No, they're not just good or not just bad. They're a shade. There are many different shades of a mixture of both, and with the circumstances changing, drastically around you, you guys are trying to survive, and with a Red Dead 2, it's you feel that challenge, that sense of challenge, and the situation changing, and your character changes with it as well. So you really see the change, and there are dark moments, and different types of the decisions that you guys make, which is questionable, and the leader is questionable. God of War 4, the constant journey that you're on keeps me interested in the immersion. It's the characters feel like actual real people, like you're playing real people, and that keeps you interested. When I play God of War 4, I never wanted to put the controller down. I wanted to see what happened next, what's in that cave, or what's in this realm, and different areas you go to, like in the lake exploration. Horizon, or even to something like Dishonored 2, or Dishonored 1, where there's a conspiracy, and you guys are always on the run, right, from this corrupt government or queen or whatever that because you have been, you know, framed for murder, or what you didn't do. So just this feeling of constantly being on the run, or there's constant challenges that keep me interested in the game, and they're, you know, not too hard, not too easy. They're just right, you know. So again, you know, at interest factor, um, again, quality side missions. Again, Witcher 3, for example, lots of side missions. Skyrim, lots of side missions. There's a lot to keep you going, and quality side missions. So they're not just follow this person here or fetch quests or do this, do that. It's actual quality. The side missions, they're their own story. So they have their own story along with, you know, outside of the main mission or the main story as well. So and then through that you meet newer characters. Your character grows through it, and you know you'll gain more abilities, more rewards, more resources by doing side missions. And the games that are interesting will have the best side missions, because again, you just want to keep coming back to them. And it's unfortunate, most games you can't replay side missions unless you do the whole thing again. Unless you were talking like Rockstar makes you replay any mission you do, any mission, main mission, side mission. But yeah, the interest factor. So it's just again a video about the interest factor, and it's PS4 games I'm showing here. I'm gonna talk more about this in another video. Again, like, share, subscribe, and again, when I do these videos, they're based on my opinion, and I love to analyze games that I played over the years. You know, so like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching.